It definitely is. God, it's just like so unbelievably beautiful. Do you like my shirt, by the way? This is a 1986 Porsche 911 Carrera Cabriolet. Perhaps one of the most gorgeous cars I've ever seen. If you're a fan of air-cooled engineering, drop-top beauty, and vintage fun, you're going to enjoy this video. Let's talk about the history, because this isn't just a collection of parts. It's a 911, a car that's been in development and dominating bedroom posters since the 1960s. Wow. My entire life, I have fantasized about sitting in the driver's seat of a 911, and finally it's here. So one of the first things I've noticed is this car is actually incredibly high tech for the age. You've got electric seat controls. As well as the seats being electrically controllable, they're also heated. How cool is that? You have electric windows. You have a little twister here to put the lock on and off. Another really interesting thing is the key goes into the dashboard, not into the steering column. And let's talk about the whole sort of center console dashboard area, because I didn't expect this, but there's a big pass-through. There's no divider between you and the passenger, because obviously the engine is in the back and the gearbox goes to the engine. There's no need to have a big divider here, so that's really quite cool. Air vents here, little mirror there, great visibility all around and incredibly comfortable actually. Here's your dials, so you've got your fuel tank, your oil pressure, temperature, very important, it's air cooled. You have druck press. I have no idea what druck press means. There's your rev counter right in the middle. That's the most important thing that the engineers want you to pay attention to. Off to the right, your speedometer and mileometer. This goes up to 160 miles per hour, and then a very, very big clock off to the side of that. One thing that is actually a great idea, and I wish that modern car manufacturers did it, where these sun visors, look, they actually have extensions in the middle so that you're not blinded if the sun is in between the drivers and the passengers ones. My car doesn't do that. Basically no modern cars I've seen do that, and it's a real shame. It is a little tricky to get in and out of, but not as tricky as I feel it will be to get in and out of this. So this is not necessarily a seat back here, it's more just some cushions placed on the bodywork. And I don't think anyone's sat in here for like 40 years. Oh dear. Yeah, that is perhaps you could put a small rodent back here and they might just have enough room. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see what this gorgeous car can do, because the thing is, engineering may have moved on and time may have moved on, but passion and drive, all the incredible things that made the 911 what it is all those years ago, they remain completely timeless. So we get stuck behind this Honda.
Oh no.
What is this Honda Jazz doing in our way? Get out of our way, Honda Jazz.
Finally! Oh wow. That is incredible! Was so much better back in the day. It's the combination of the power, the ridiculous comfortableness of this seat, but also the noise, hearing that flat six roaring away in the background, giving us incredible cornering ability as well. Yes. Oh, it's so flat through the corners. Oh. Oh. It just doesn't let off on the speed, it's incredible. Oh, that's wonderful. It's like as you get faster and faster, the car shows no signs of decreasing the speed of acceleration. It's just like a linear line, and I'm not cramped, I'm not squeezed, I'm actually just incredibly comfy. The seat is so nice. You could spend hours and hours in here without ever feeling fatigued at all. What a privilege it is to be able to do this on such a beautiful, gorgeous day. To tell you the truth, for the last week and a half it's been raining, but some higher power knew that today was classic Porsche day and blessed us with everything we needed to get the top down. Oh wow. Top down, revs up. And it just does corners so well. The wonderful noise coming from just behind me means that whether you are absolutely flooring it or simply cruising at 30, this car makes you feel like one of the most special and cared for people on the planet.
By the way, if you're enjoying this video, I'd like to let you know that I do have a Patreon. You can go there if you'd like to pledge as little as £3 a month to support me. Doing so gives you early access to my videos, bonus content as and when it's available, the ability to DM with me and your name in the credits at the end. Thank you very much. Back to the video. Walking around the outside of the 911, it's just like seeing a childhood hero in real life for the first time. The frog eye headlights are a staple of the 911. The gorgeous black and silver number plate, this vent here, the grooves in the bonnet. I genuinely can't believe how good the paintwork is, and I just love the way they did things in the 80s. I mean, look at this door handle. So unbelievably cool. It's so tactile, proper feedback. And then moving back here, the roof has been stowed away under this nice cover. Gigantic whale tail spoiler, another staple of 911 history. Underneath this, down here, is where you will find the 3.2 litre engine. And the magic happens right here. Oh, wow. Just listen to it clicking away. No one does it better. It's so strange to have that at the back of the car, but for what, 50, 60 years at this point, Porsche's been doing it and they've perfected it. No one else has done it quite as well as they have. I also have to say the wraparound lights here at the back is just such a gorgeous design because it's so unbelievably retro, but also incredibly futuristic. Let's have a look at the wheels as well. In near perfect condition. It is genuinely like a piece of art, this car. And then obviously the engine's at the back. So this is where your fuel goes, down to the fuel tank. Accompanied closely by this cavernous front trunk, this is where the convertible roof cover is kept. And here's that big front bumper protruding out in an aggressive, gorgeous style. A total of just over 4,200 were sold in its first year, but by 1986, the 911 Cabriolet was in its prime. Part of the G model series, which went from 74 to 89, the Carrera 3.2 was introduced in 84. The 3.2 had a bigger engine and much more power. Compared to modern 911s, this feels very raw and unfiltered. No PDK auto, no traction control, no electronic gizmos, just you and the car. Just the way I like it. One other notable thing is that this car is also air cooled. Now what that means is, just like my Reliant Robin, if you're stuck in traffic for a long period of time, you might start to sweat, and the car most certainly will too. So the pros then, it's an iconic design with an exhilarating drive and appreciating value. But it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. For example, rust can be quite common on older models, and you will be spending a lot of money on spare parts. If you want to get your hands on one of these, it's going to cost you between £50,000 and £80,000, which is a huge amount of money. However, that's around the same price as a modern electric car. So given the choice, I know where I'd rather spend. So what's it like owning one of these in 2025? Is it still worth it? Absolutely. It's an iconic piece of history that puts a smile on your face every time you step into it, and the face of everyone you see as you drive by. I appreciate it, thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and more importantly, leave me a comment. Let me know, do you think the red is the best color this car ever came in, or do you have a different preference? And if you did enjoy the video and liked what you saw, then make sure to hit the subscribe button, because here's a sneak peek of something that's coming to the channel very soon. Also, I have a Patreon, as mentioned earlier, if you want to go the extra mile and support me. Thank you very much to best friend of the channel, Lee Kemp, for donating over there. I've nothing further to say, so I'll see you next time. You might start to sweat and the car might... Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and more importantly, leave me a comment. Let me know, do you think... How the fuck do I get out? How do I get out? Is it that? Ah, wow. This is how you get out. Nice. Very nice.